Hey guys, welcome back to another Mark's Making Monsters. This isn't a monster actually, but I was having this tea and finished it off. It's a roasted dandelion root, so it's a box. A box for what, you may be asking? So you guys know that I have been doing the log cabin. If you saw the last video, that was a sneak peek into a stop animation project that I'm going to be doing. And I've been getting some ideas for the interior. So that cabin, we won't actually be seeing the inside of it. At least I don't think we will at this point. That's just the outside. So I'm going to be making a set for the inside, and I think like the log cabin needs a fireplace. So I looked at this and I thought, hey, it kind of looks like where, logs go in here, might have a little stem here. I can paint this up and turn it into a fireplace actually. So let's try and make one. First step is a black base coat. I'm using cheap acrylic paints for this project, so it's very affordable, and it also gets the job done in no time at all. And if your leftover tea box is stubborn like mine, you might want to take action and get your second coat of paint on. He just doesn't realize he'll be transformed into a new fireplace for a movie. What is a fireplace without bricks? I'm utilizing the cardboard I've stockpiled and cutting them into little brick shapes. I try to keep the shapes and sizes relatively similar to one another for a better look. Now that I got my questionable bricks piled up, I can begin to hot glue them onto the base. Next is a dry layout to better understand where the bricks will be positioned and laid. This is honestly a good method for a person like myself who tends to dive into things without planning. Now we simply hot glue and place our bricks in order. This part is really relaxing for me, but once I did about a third of the base, I then realized I didn't hit record. Oh well. I recommend throwing on some music or something relaxing in the background to keep a process like this entertaining. For instance, I listen to Bill's Making Stuff on YouTube in the background, a fantastic crafter you should definitely check out. Okay, so I got all of the cardboard bricks on, and I'm liking it so far. It's pretty cool. So it wasn't anything fancy, and if this is what your fireplace looks like from a bricklaying contractor, you should fire them.
You're fired!
As somebody who does bricklaying himself, if I did this in school, for instance, I would have been kicked out of the course so fast. Yeah, but I did go for just the quick kind of, I like that craft look. And this is the first time I've ever done, a fireplace, something like this. So it was fun. And the top, you're not really going to see. And I just painted up a toilet paper roll, still a bit wet. But I figured put that up there. But it looks like a fireplace to me. And when it goes on the backdrop, so it's going to be against the wall of the set. And I'm hoping to get a light in there, and so it'll look like some fire's emitting. I could make some little logs, I suppose, and put them in there. I think it turned out pretty good. I have to paint it. I'm going to have to look up some sort of, maybe a red fireplace. I feel like red is such a, red. When people think of bricks, they think of red bricks, right? Like the English frog bricks, what they're referred to as. Yeah, so maybe I'll just try and do a red one, and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, let's get to it. While I was getting ready for bed last night, I was pondering as to how the stop animation film would start. I thought about using claymation for more fluid movements, but also wanted to keep the action figure style going like my last few stop motion shorts. So I thought about utilizing both again, like I did in the last short film I did called The Egg. This will add to the horror elements, and I'll be able to practice some more creative endeavors along the way. I really want the film to be creepy with gore and horror elements. I even began to create some scary ambient tracks to set the tone for this project, so I can't wait to see what happens. And to bring in some color variety to the bricks, I mixed some burnt umber brown into the red paint. I also found a pumpkin orange and painted random bricks. Then I just waited for it to dry. While I waited, I went out to do my daily exercises, and I made some delicious chicken fried rice. It's so good. Before I knew it, it was all dry. And voila! Check it out. here's the bricks all dried up. I think it looks pretty cool, actually. And from afar, when it's going to be in the shot for the film, it will look pretty cool. And I painted the inside so you couldn't see the cardboard color. I still got to attach this guy, figure out if I'm going to add some brick looking things to it. But also with this was the flap that came with it that I tore off, but it reminded me of a trophy board that hunters have. And you guys might remember this from my channel. This is one of the leftover bone bat heads. So I was thinking, what if we added this to it? So it's like a trophy board for this kind of horror house that I'm making. And I also got these bones from Dollar Tree, so maybe I can utilize some cool stuff with that. Okay, and done, hopefully. I need to leave it alone. Less is more, Mark. Less is more. That is my biggest problem. I keep adding stuff. I don't need to add everything. So yeah, I was adding, it was going to be this little holder for the axe that would hang right there. I think I'll utilize this little axe for something. I think when I'm gonna have to set up the shots and all that, it would be nice to have some sort of, I can fill up these spaces, and I was thinking maybe put like pictures or something, or I don't know, other ornaments on it. But I do like the idea of maybe an axe in like some wood, and I'm gonna end up just getting some little scrap pieces of twigs that I have. I'm gonna load them up on the side, so you know, looks like a fireplace. But yeah, I do like the addition of the skull. I think in the shot it will look really cool, so depending on how I get the framing all figured out, might be on this side, so you see it like that, so I'll have stuff there on the side, or it might be just tucked away in the background like that, where while a lot of the action, you know, just use this guy for example, maybe it's just in the background like that. And I have to make the log cabin backdrop too, so need more twigs, and that will be another project for another day. But yeah, let's get outside and take some cool shots of this thing.